Real Estate Tailgate episode 20. We had a major upset in the college football world. Hail to the victors.
Let's do it. The Real Estate Tailgate. David Underwood, how are you?
I'm wonderful, man, for the most part. As long as you don't bring a certain subject up, I'm just doing dandy.
Should we jump right into the college games?
We have to.
Let's go
have
college.
to. Let's, yeah.
Since, oh.
Okay, I'm done.
Wow.
Yeah, we haven't taped since.
Michigan went into the horseshoe.
We haven't taped since Thanksgiving, so.
What an upset. That's crazy.
So let's dissect that for a
I
minute.
wasn't rooting for either team, but I was rooting for your team.
I got to go to the bathroom.
So
your team cost me several tamales.
The Buckeyes cost me
I lost some tamales.
So this was the fourth loss in a row for the Buckeyes against the Wolverines. This year was at the Horseshoe.
Yada.
And
no one can see Walter, but he's got his Block M maize and blue jacket on.
And we were an unranked team, probably one of the worst records we've had in recent history, because last year we won the championship, lose a bunch of players to the NFL, and 6-5, and yet we somehow managed to get in Crying Day's head and prevail.
Crying Day, not Ryan.
You never heard that, Mitchell?
Wow.
Well,
no, I'm not part of your rivalry.
Well, I'm gonna let you gloat, but I'm just gonna say one thing so that it's on the record.
Yes.
And you heard part of my opinion on this before. For some ungodly reason, Coach Day and his boyfriend Kelly were trying to throw their masculinity against the Wolverines and not really play the way that they should have been able to play with the talent that they have on that team. They were just trying to basically duke it out, running the ball up front, and weren't passing the ball when they should have, because we've only got 85.
Whose game plan was that?
We've only got 85 receivers, that are all top notch in the country.
Your identity is throwing the ball too.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm just gonna say I'm not happy about the way the game played out. I have no idea what kind of stuff was that they ate that was laced or whatever that made them do that. But it's over and done with. I have to live with that for another year, unfortunately.
Wait a minute. Who's in the college football playoffs?
Well,
is Michigan?
No.
I gotta back my partner. I gotta help.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate that. I mean, so yeah, we're still in the playoffs, and we're actually, we don't have a bye, but we're hosting. I mean, we didn't get a chance to play for the Big Ten. Okay, which I saw the picture of the. Whoever sent that was Walter. He sent that. The guy at the Big Ten championship game with the T-shirt.
It says, "Isn't the Buckeyes supposed to be here?"
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
You missed that?
I missed that. Did you send that to the group?
Yeah,
I missed that.
Yeah.
Well, and all jokes and gloating aside here for a moment. I went in watching that game. I'm like, we're gonna lose this. We're away. We are not performing at the level that we should be performing. So I just expected it to be a loss, and then just to see the way, like Professor had mentioned, the play calls that were being thrown out there, running the ball. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? This is not the Ohio State I'm used to watching. And yeah, I think for whatever reason, Coach Day and Kelly, they wanted to go toe-to-toe with us, and it's always that fucking game. It's always that one.
Yeah. Well, I know that there is a stat that I think they said, in the last 20 or 22 meetings, the team that won the ground game came out on top.
Yeah.
There was some stat like that. But you can't, with the talent that's on your team, you can't just look at just the stats, okay? I mean, if anything, if they wanted to look at the stats, they just should have looked at Michigan's record, But
who did they play the week before Ohio State? Was it Indiana?
They played,
or Illinois? Indiana? They
I
blew them out.
Yeah. Let's take a look here real quickly.
What I was getting at is, I don't know if you watched that game, but I just thought it was fitting, almost karma. Their running back busted off with like 30 seconds left and slid to let the clock run out. Instead, he could have had a touchdown. Then Ryan Day went up there and acted like they're going to take a knee victory formation, and then ran it up the gut into the end zone. Like, that's, man, I didn't like that play at all. Come on.
So
someone's going to get hurt like that. That's, show some class.
So it was Indiana.
Indiana, I thought so. Yeah. Did you see that? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was in my mind when I saw Michigan upsetting them. I was like, wow, that's just bizarre. But because that's what I thought. I'm like, man, Day's out for blood. He did this to Indiana. He's gonna blow Michigan out. And like I said, I thought it was easy money. I thought I was gonna get some free money.
I believe we could have, but like I said, that's why they play the game, right?
Yep. And what a great rivalry, man. That's a great rivalry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best in college football.
So I'm gonna put it on the record. Hats off, kudos to the Wolverines and their big block M. All right. I think we're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, and I mean, the outrage, the calling for Ryan Day's head in Columbus is real.
Yeah, well,
It's very real. But yeah, I mean, and for Coach Sharon Moore, I mean, we want to talk about the ultimate feather in his cap. For his
good for him,
first
man.
year of
Signature win.
coaching.
yeah, because there was talk of that maybe he should go. Right, the way
Which
the
is
season was going.
ridiculous.
Yeah, I think it's ridiculous,
Absolutely
but the talk
ridiculous.
is there because
Yeah.
it's Michigan.
Yes.
Okay. And
This is
I
Michigan.
think Walter and I had this conversation. To me,
Yep.
Sharon is now, it's going to help everything. It's going to help his recruiting.
Signature win. Great.
I mean, yeah, it's going to
Good for
help.
him.
It's going to help him grab people out of the portal.
Yep.
It's going to help. It's just solidified his job a little bit more. So now he's got a big weight off his shoulders. Now that was really, truly a mulligan year for him, a rebuilding year where he was able to come out and still accomplish one of their goals, because their goal is always to try and beat my Buckeyes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so hats off to him and his team.
Yep.
And hopefully this is the last year I'm going to say that.
All right, I think we covered this rivalry enough. What did you guys think about the playoffs? About who made the playoffs? How they picked
selection.
them? The selection. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm sorry.
It's there.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. It's the first
the
year.
selection was accurate.
Well, yeah. Let's face it. You're Irish. I think the Irish are going to go for it. I think it's going to be.
Yeah, hats off to them. I mean, they've been rolling, man. Good, hell of a season. Just that one.
One snafu.
Just that one. Yep, the one snafu. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's going to be Notre Dame, and I think it's going to be the Ducks.
Well,
I hope you're right.
Yeah, I think
Ohio
that would be
State's
very
hosting
interesting.
Tennessee.
Yep.
Notre Dame's hosting Indiana.
Yeah. Notre Dame's
Oregon's
gonna
got to
win
bye.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. I mean,
Penn State's got to bye. No. Boise State's got to bye, and Georgia's got to bye. And Arizona State. So Penn State's playing SMU. They're hosting SMU.
Yeah.
yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but SMU, man, they're when they get hot, man, they are tough to stop. I didn't realize.
So 10 more days, we'll know.
Yeah.
December 20th.
Yeah, there's a number of teams that I didn't get a chance to watch. I never get a chance to watch a ton of college football. There's just so many freaking games. But, like I saw a part of the Army game.
Big game Saturday, Army-Navy game. The big
Yeah.
rivalry. I
But
enjoy watching that every year.
that quarterback that just runs the ball, and that's all they do is they run the ball, man.
That's Army and Navy football. That's what they do.
Yeah,
they run the
but
option.
I'm just saying, man, this year, man, they're rolling on the ground with their ground game. And did you see any of the Georgia Tech game?
Yes.
The 8 overtime.
Yes.
Wow.
I watched that game. It was a great game.
Yeah,
that was a great game.
What a wild.
That was a good game. I actually had Georgia Tech in the points.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a wild game, man. And I think the record's like 9 overtimes, so they got close to the record. But it's just crazy. There were it's been some crazy good football games, man.
Yeah.
So
let's get to it.
Let's get to the
12-1 Detroit Lions.
Yeah. 12. I can't believe it. The best. History making.
Yeah.
History making. The best record in franchise history.
Yeah.
In franchise history.
Well, heck, it was best
Believe
when
it,
it was like
baby.
11-1, I think, right?
Yeah, I think that's when
It
was crowned that.
Believe it.
And yeah, wow, what a game!
So we're coming off that Green Bay game. What a win!
Yes,
Man,
I was
love
a
it.
little too close for
Love
cover
it.
for me.
What did I tell you guys? Group texted me. I'm a little nervous that last drive, and I said they got this. They're going to run the clock out and kick a field goal. They're built for this.
Oh yeah, you called it.
Did I say it?
No,
Remember?
you called it. Yeah, and I agree.
And we ate
as soon
up-
as you put it in print, I was like,
ate up
yeah,
like 3.5 minutes. We killed the clock.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, and then along with that, there was the chess move that was made. You know what I mean? So,
I love the call.
yeah.
The fourth down, go for it on fourth down.
Yep, that was the.
I was telling
that
David
was a
earlier,
major chess move.
Instead of putting it on our defense, who we had like a third string defense in there who played outstanding, but why put that pressure on them? Why do that to them? Why give Jordan Love 30 seconds to get within field goal range, which would not be that hard to do, even though he had no timeouts?
Yeah.
Why not put it in your best players on the field's hands?
Exactly. Use our strength and keep
Sewell,
control.
our strength. David Montgomery, our strength. Jared Goff, our strength. So, and he did it. And man, I thought it was a bold move, and I loved it. I thought it was great.
yeah. I mean, it's definitely a very bold move, and I think we were talking about before. Any
Keep
other
control of the game. Why give?
Right.
You don't get an opportunity.
right? And I think Dan Campbell is
Why go to chance?
He's
Why
the
go to
only
chance?
he's the only coach I think in the league that can do that.
I don't know. I'm
get away
noticing
with
other
that.
ones are starting to play a little more
aggressive like that. Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, you know,
McVay the other day went for a fourth down. The Rams Buffalo game.
Yeah. Yep. Well, you know, if you think about it, the concept's been around for a long time that when you play these games, you have to play to win, right? It's pretty simple. You play to win the game. Okay. You
Not
don't
play for chance with a hope we win. Right.
Exactly, or play not to lose.
Yeah.
Right. You've heard of that before.
Yep.
You know, like you get the lead and then you settle down.
I mean,
and
I
you play
honestly
not
think it
to-
was a brilliant coaching move. He played to the strength of our team. If the strength of our team was our defense that day, then let's put the defense, kick the field goal, let the defense finish out the game. But that on the field that day, the strength of our team was the offense.
Yeah, and we could talk about it all day.
Yeah.
because there's conversations on
love
talk
Dan Campbell,
radio.
man. Love him.
I love him too. I mean, you know, you might not agree with the call or agree with a lot of his calls, but you know what?
But what's
him,
their record?
Yeah,
They're 12-1, man.
They're 12-1.
12-1.
First place, and it works for him and his team, and with his philosophy and their culture, it works. So, you know, is it 100%? No, but
Nothing's 100%.
No. Exactly, nothing's 100%. So,
Well, and also too, I think to give Dan Campbell all the kudos and the praises that we can, you know, you look at the culture that he's created within that organization, and even in the city, and I'll say the state of Michigan. I mean, I'm noticing a lot of not even just football players, but just people in general here, at least here on our side of town, like this Lions record and them winning. I mean, this is, dare I say, it's the ultimate holiday cheer. I think we need it.
He's definitely changed things there, man. That team is so. I've been saying this for weeks, if not months. That team is so well coached. They are so well coached.
Yeah.
They're so disciplined.
They really are.
Yeah, I'm going to put it this way. As Lions fans, no matter how long we've been a Lions fan, some of us have been fans longer than others. You've heard the term drinking the Kool-Aid, right?
Yep.
And for many, many years, Lions fans have drunk the Kool-Aid. Well, now it's a little different setup on the table. The team and the organization is drinking the Campbell Kool-Aid. That's what it's all about. He is setting the environment to help him and his team succeed. So I'm calling it the Campbell Kool-Aid.
Campbell
That's
soup.
what it is.
Campbell soup.
Yeah, Campbell soup. Yep.
That's what it is.
Exactly is.
Yeah.
Man, I'm just so happy right now, man. That's just awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of unbelievable, isn't
yeah.
it?
I love watching the post game
I love our team, man. I just love our team.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that too is like when they started showing like the locker room celebrations and the ball handouts. So the players that did the best, like they get a game ball, and it's just the way that he sets that up, and then
his locker room speeches are just awesome.
And then not only that, but also every player that receives the game ball, or players, it's never like, oh yeah, this is great, I love
It's always about the team. Couldn't do it without you. Can't do it without him. Can't do it without you
the
guys.
team.
Yeah.
And I think that is something. I think the only other organization that comes close to that, and it's not just because they're my favorite in the AFC, but I think the Bills kind of have.
I got to tell you, your love for Buffalo disturbs me.
Yeah,
I
was just gonna say that, but you know what? That's a nice segue into the game that's coming up this week.
Big game Sunday.
Big game, right? So,
Josh Allen and the Bills
come visit Ford Field.
Ford Field, Detroit Lions.
Coming
game
into
of the
our
week,
house.
right?
Yes. Might be the game of the
year. Is it the game of the week?
Yeah, and I guess they never did move that game, huh?
No. So what I heard is, yes, the NFL has the right to flex them, but there's also a rule that the networks can protect a game, and CBS protected that game.
Oh, is that what it was? So,
Yes.
so it's definitely going to be on Sunday now.
It is definitely Sunday at 4:25. No,
Okay.
CBS protected that game.
Okay.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Why would they give it to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
why would they give it to ESPN to go on Monday night? Like,
yeah.
Right. I mean, from a business standpoint, it's like that's going to be the biggest game of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
The Lions set a record for the Thursday night game. The Packers most streamed NFL game in history.
Wow, I believe that.
Lions-Packers game.
I was one of those streamers.
Yeah.
I was watching that. Yeah, no, I think it's going to be...
Most streamed game in history. I was like, wow, I just read that this morning.
I didn't hear that stat.
Yeah,
wow.
I just read that this morning.
Well,
I mean, that's too... And, the North rivalry, Packers, Lions... I can see it. Hell yeah, it was a good game. It was a great game, actually.
Yeah,
well, I think the
game.
Buffalo game will be rival that. But I know Mitchell's going to be there. I was able to, through my good friend, my best friend since 8th grade, he was able to snag 2 tickets. So I will see.
Oh, he don't have seasons? He snagged them?
Yeah. So he works.
How much did that cost? Like a mortgage on a house? Did David write his mortgage for him?
Yeah.
I need to get a mortgage. I want to go to Lions game Sunday.
Yeah, I don't need another one. That's why I'm not going to the game.
But no, we looking forward to being there. Because for years I used to go to the Thanksgiving games, and so this year I didn't go to that. So we're going to the Bills game. And
Thanksgiving was good. I was there for that.
Yeah,
we had a great tailgate. It was a little cold, but
yeah.
We broke that losing streak on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We got the win, so it was nice.
Yeah.
Sure did. Yeah, how was everyone's Thanksgiving, by the way? That we haven't seen each other since
just before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Whatever. It was good.
Yeah, that's why there's and this time of year there's tons of football, so there was so much football, but no, mine was good. I mean, it's always like any other holiday. It's always too short, is what I always say.
Right.
But it's good, and I'm thankful for everything.
Absolutely.
I'm thankful for you guys. So, in this podcast.
I agree. I'm thankful. My Thanksgiving was good. I'm blessed. We did not have turkey. We grilled some steaks and some shrimp, and it was fabulous.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
It was the way to go.
Nice.
There's some pictures of it on social media. I got a lot of comments. People are like, "Wow, that looked like a good tailgate."
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. You did a whole.
Me and my daughter were down there early. We set up, got our spot set up, waited for the crowd to arrive. Then we grilled some steaks and some shrimp, and we had breakfast pierogies, Bloody Marys, hot chocolate. We had all kinds of food. Fabulous cookies that one of our guests brought that were just amazing. Decorated the Lions. She had them decorated like one said grit, one said Jared Goff. I mean, the cookies, I was like, wow, and she made them. I was like blown away. I'm like, it was cool.
Awesome.
So, but yeah. So that's where we're at. So is that it? Are we good with NFL?
Yeah. I mean,
covers it,
I think right now we're all focused on this upcoming game, right? Just
Yeah.
like the team. The team is ready. They're focused on the next.
I want a first round.
next game.
I'm not being a homer, you guys. I think the Lions are going to win out. I'm not predicting the game, nothing like that. I'm just saying, I just think they're going to win out, man. It's unbelievable.
Well, every week that goes by, you just start feeling more and more confident that they will with the way that they're performing and
just think
the
it's
circumstances.
magical.
Yeah. This is a magical. You know what? One other thing I just got to bring up in the NFL. You want to talk about magical, and you want to talk about. I think when you win and you have a winning culture, sometimes the chips just fall your way. Perfect example is the Kansas City Chiefs.
God damn it! Can we not?
I got to bring it up because that's unbelievable. It's unbelievable the way they're winning games.
That's luck. It's luck.
That's
what it is.
But that's what I mean
A
is
field goal doink, they're calling it. No, that was so skillful. That's not skill. That's luck.
I had to bring it up because
Get out of
that
here.
wasn't the first time.
All right, sorry,
That's like-
folks. We're experiencing some technical difficulties.
I mean, how many
12-1.
games? But how many games have they just barely won like that this year?
They won, though. A win's a win.
I know, but it's just.
I hate that though.
But you better get used to it, Walter, because it's going to be the Chiefs and the Lions in the Super Bowl. That's my prediction.
I refuse.
I
to believe that.
I called that a long time ago. You know what I
really
mean?
think that's what's going to happen.
I got a feeling that's what it's going to be. Okay,
You heard it here.
Unfortunately, like
But
I
you're
said,
right. Yeah, that there's this kind of more. I take that. I don't like my word of magical because the Lions are. It's not magical. I'm just saying though. It's just their season, man. Everything. It's just. I don't know.
Well,
I don't know if that's the right word or not. Kansas City seems more magical.
Any kind of word similar to that works only because
They
it's
got
something
a good. Lions
we've
got
never
such a good team.
we've never experienced anything like
Well,
this.
and
we got such a great team. I love our team. There's so many players on this team that there's such a great team.
See, and here's the thing. I think for me that brings the Lions culture now. I think why so many people, me included, like really truly appreciate it because for those that remember the dark era, the
I don't
Matt
want to talk about that stuff.
the Matt
I don't even want to
Millen
talk about that
era, the 0-16. But
don't
it's
want
like
to talk about that stuff.
but we have to because
No, we don't.
again we humble beginnings, right? So we go from being literally the laughing stock, the brunt of all of NFL commentary, all of the National Football League, and now here we are on the other side. We are like literally peak performance team, and literally the word Super Bowl and Lions not being put in a serious context and not just as a joke. It's like that to me is like that's wow. But no, not get out of here with these Chiefs. All right, next. David, what's going on with the rates?
Well,
Get out of here.
Wow.
Get out of here.
I thought this was our show. Our producer just took over. I thought it was our show, David.
oh, it's all good, man. It's all good. Before I talk about rates, because I do want to touch on a couple of things in regards to rates. I just want to, just touch on some of the other Detroit professional teams that are in
Vegas odds, real quick. Can I interrupt you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Vegas odds, real quick, as of right now, favorite to win the Super Bowl outright.
Mm-hmm.
No win, no points, none of that nonsense. Detroit Lions first, plus 270. Guess who's second? The Kansas City Chiefs,
All right.
Yep.
plus 500.
I believe it. I believe it.
Vegas knows.
Yeah.
Do they
Sorry,
know?
sorry,
Do they
Professor.
know?
Go ahead.
Hey, no, it's all right. It's all right. But no, I just wanted to touch on our Red Wings. Been kind of struggling. They actually eked out a win yesterday.
There's a lot of commentary about that.
Yeah, because of Stevie and everything else.
No, the goalie made his debut.
Oh, you mean yesterday's game?
Yeah.
Kosa, that the goalie that we've just had locked in a closet, playing
his debut, and they just throw him to the Wolves.
Yeah,
and he gets the win, but
he's our future. Well, it's the way they brought him in.
A lot of people are criticizing that.
Yeah, because he didn't get the start. They brought him up as kind of a backup. I mean, if you follow the Wings, you know that we've had some goalie injuries, so he was brought up as like an emergency backup, I guess you'd call it. Probably wasn't expected to play, but the way after what happened in the first period, they threw him in the game, and he actually came out, got his first NHL win. So kudos to him. And it actually went to a shootout. So he actually, he got a taste of a professional league NHL shootout, and he survived it. So kudos to them and the Wings. I mean, they were on a five game, I think, losing streak. And I think all those 5 games they lost by like 1 point. So, once again, I'm not following the Wings real tough. I love the Red Wings. I've loved them for years. But yeah, they're having a tough time this year. I brought up the Stevie thing. There's a lot of talk about, hey, if they don't make the playoffs this year, should Stevie go? We're referring to Stevie Yzerman.
Yep.
We'll talk more about that down the road. But the point is that the Wings are kind of struggling. But it looks like they're finally letting some of our young talent
spread their wings.
Yeah, spread their wings a little bit. So, yeah, no pun intended, right? So, I wanted to bring that up. And the Pistons. Gotta give props to the Pistons, man. We've got this in-season.
They have more wins right now than they did by last February or something like that.
Yeah. Well, the Pistons.
I know.
They have this in-season Emirates Cup tournament or something like that, and they actually made in their group. They almost made it out of their group. So they've been playing some ball. They're on the proper trend. They're trending upward. So got to give them some props, and got to try and catch some games. Either on TV and maybe even go out and support them in person this year. It's another long season. Hockey and basketball are long seasons. Mm-hmm. But I just at least wanted to bring it up that they are they're going in the right direction. So props to them. Yeah. And their new coach. Props to them. Everything seems pretty good so far.
Yeah. So
I just wanted to throw that out there. Baseball, I wanted to bring up the fact that the winter meetings are happening. Just started. It's when all the owners and whatnot get together and they start talking about trades and whatnot. We actually just signed a picture. Once again, we signed a pitcher. Not a big hot shot or anything like that, an older pitcher actually, but it's another arm. We'll see how that plays out. I don't think anyone that's really, really deep into following the Tigers is real excited about it, only because it seems like we've got money to spend and we're not. Just seems like we're trying to be stingy.
Yeah,
I'll leave it at that.
Scuba was at the Lions game.
Oh, okay.
He was on field.
Yeah,
nice.
But I also in baseball, and this doesn't have to do with our Detroit Tigers, but
the Mets.
Did you hear about that contract, man?
With Juan Soto.
Soto, man. I mean, that's why I brought up the stingy thing. I mean, the winter games just started. You got Soto that just signed a $765 million contract.
And he's locked in with them for, 15 years?
Yeah, and if you read the details, it could end up being, like, if they restructure it or do whatever, it could be end up being over $800 million when all said and done. I mean, that's almost $1 billion. So you got the Mets investing.
Meet the Mets.
Investing $8. I mean,
come on out and greet the Mets.
If you think about it, you've got the Mets, investing $800 million in a player, mm-hmm. and So what are we gonna do, Tigers? I'm just throwing it out there. Let's it's the off season. Let's do something.
Yeah.
I mean, no one's expecting us to compete with them as far as dollars, but let's do something. Let's give some support. Heck, we made the playoffs last year.
Yeah, I know.
No one expected it.
Yeah, and with that being said, we should have a little bit more of a pull on the table for, okay, we want this, So I don't know.
I just want to bring those things up because it's been a while since we taped. Because of change of schedules and it's a holiday. Yep. It's a holiday season, and actually, after this taping, we'll have one more before the end of the year.
We'll have one more.
So we'll be able to talk about. We're taping next week, so we'll be able to talk about the Bills Detroit Lions game.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think the Bills are going to see their 4th loss.
Yes, sir.
I think that's good. I know Mitchell's all in. He's put his chips all in.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, I think you were asking about interest rates, right, Walter?
Oh boy. I'm just gonna drink my Liquid Death while you guys talk about the rates.
Please sponsor us, Liquid Death.
Our unofficial sponsor, please sponsor us, Liquid Death.
But interest rates.
Liquid Death.
Yeah. No. Rates are the rates. Once again. But the reason I said I wanted to talk something about rates, I just wanted to run some geeky numbers that I did. Because I think the norm right now, rates are kind of the norm. Where they're at are kind of the norm right now. I think a lot more people are starting to realize that. Okay, we've got a lot of times gone by. We've got the Fed that started cutting rates. We've got the election behind us. And you know what? Rates are probably, based on some data I looked at, they're probably about 0.5% better overall. Now, they change day to day throughout the day, but on average, they're about 0.5% better than they were about 2 years ago. Okay? So think about that. Rates right now are about 0.5% better than what they were about 2 years ago. So I threw together some numbers that I just wanted to just put on the air to give anyone that's thinking about buying a home, refinance or whatever, something to think about, because rates are not going to shoot down anytime soon, folks, unfortunately. They're going to gradually come down just like they did. They've come down about 0.5% on average in the last 2 years. We might be lucky to get another 0.5% in the next year to 2 years, okay? But what does that mean? If you take a $250,000 loan, okay, at a 6.5% interest rate versus a $250,000 loan, same loan amount at 7% interest rate, the difference in your monthly payments $83 approximately a month. Okay, times 12 months in a year is about $1,000. It's like $999 or something like that. So let's just say it's $1,000. We'll call it $1,000. Okay, so if you got a 0.5% better rate, if you waited to get a 0.5% better rate, you saved $1,000. $1,000 is a lot of money. Kudos to you. But if you're looking to buy a house in the last year, Mike, about how much did a $264,000 house? You put 5% down, so you got a $250 loan. A $260 house, did it go up more than $1,000 in value?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, the average appreciation on homes, and we've been above average, folks, for a number of years. We've been in a tight market, seller's market, low inventory, hot market, whatever you want to call it. But average on the low side is about 2.5% to 3.5% appreciation.
I was going to say 3. Yep.
Yeah.
So you're right on.
So I took 3%. 3% on a 263 home is almost $7,900. So the value of a home at an average time is going to go up $7,900, and if you waited to save a 0.5% on your rate, you saved $1,000. Think about that. I just want to throw those numbers out there. Okay, obviously it's not a good thing to wait. Okay, if you need to buy a home, if you want to buy a home, get it. Get with the right professionals. Do the right thing. Get pre-approved. Get with Mike, your local realtor, and have him find you the right home. Okay, so you can start being a homeowner, she can start building some equity. Just want to throw that out there.
Excellent advice. I agree. I concur. So, yeah, inventory still is creeping down a little now, as I told you it would. I knew it would. Holidays and everything. So it's slowly creeping back down. That's probably how we'll start the year off again. We'll see if it increases quickly or no, because the last few years it hasn't. But that's nothing. We talk about this every week. Is based on nothing's changed. What I want to know is if I could take a version, if I could step in and do your under the bus segment. Because I got someone to throw under the bus.
Hey, go for it, bro.
I'm throwing under the bus.
Wait, hold on. It's time for Mike Mitchell and Under the Bus.
It's no one specific. I'm not going to name names, but it's certain real estate agents or realtors. So here's the story. I have a listing. It's a nice listing. It does happen to be vacant. Another agent showed it the other day, who I happen to be very good friends with. He's showing it, and he texts me. He's like, "Hey, Mike, I just got your listing, and just so you know, the door wasn't locked. The lockbox cover and the key are sitting here on the bay window. There's like a bay window. On the bay window, the shelf of the bay window.
Inside the house.
Inside the house. And to add insult to injury, the side door is not only unlocked, it's open. Like about an inch, 2 inches. But it's open. It's not shut. Like, it's just, come on, people. I'm not perfect. I'm sure I forgot to lock a door before. But to leave the lockbox out and the key and then the side door open and the front door, like, come on, secure the property. Like,
wow.
That's what thrown under the bus. Like, ridiculous. Where's the professionalism? Come on.
Yeah, that's...
Dad, I'm just blown away by it. I can't, like I said, I'm sure, sometimes you have a crowd of people in there and they're running through the house. They might go out a back door. You didn't catch it. You didn't lock it. You should, no excuses. But I mean, I'm not perfect, like I'm saying. But to leave the lockbox in pieces.
Oh yeah.
And the key.
Yeah, that's the ultimate sin right there.
Come
man.
on. Come on. So, Mrs. Agent, Miss Agent, Mr. Agent, whoever you were, I'm throwing you under the bus.
Yeah.
I think I know who it was, but I can't prove nothing, right? And I called one agent out, and yeah, guess what? Big surprise, right? Denied it, of course.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Well, whoever that agent is.
I know, but it was one of two.
Ooh, man. Whoever that agent is, I just, I see them under the left rear tire of that big bus right now. Oh,
my goodness.
Not a pretty sight.
Man. I don't know. It's just, where's the professionalism? Come on.
Yeah, that's sad. Sorry to hear that. But hey, it's a good thing that someone did notify.
I don't understand how that can even happen.
Yeah, I don't. Nowadays, I mean,
So I could, like I said, I could see accidentally not locking a door.
Right.
To leave both doors unlocked, one open, and the lockbox not put back together.
Yeah,
Wow. That's all I got to say is wow. Luckily, nothing happened, or no damage,
right.
No trespassers, no squatters, no theft, no nothing. But come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Remember that segment on ESPN? Come on, man.
Yeah.
So that was my week.
Huh?
That was my week. On the plus side, my friend who actually notified me about that, he sold the house.
Oh wow!
He
congrats.
brought me an offer, and we did little negotiations, and we're good. So,
awesome. Well, congrats, man. Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
Well, that felt good to do a David Underwood under the bus.
Yeah.
Wow, this is what it's like. I hope I don't have to do another one.
Hey.
And I seldom call out people, even when, I try and keep the professionalism, courtesy, professional courtesy, but man, this one just irked me,
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I'm not perfect. No one's perfect, but come on, man.
Yeah. I think,
I'll let it go.
I think we totally understand why you would be irked about that. Most definitely. Yeah, I mean,
Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment in real estate, I swear.
Yeah. I you sounded fairly calm considering what happened, man.
This was about 3 days ago, so I've calmed down a little now. I was really
I'd be livid.
pissed.
Yeah.
When it first happened. Yeah, I mean, he sent me pictures and everything. I'm like, what? I'm like, was it just unlocked? And he's like, dude, I'll send you pictures. And he sent me pictures. There's the lockbox and the key laying on the window, and there's a side door cracked open about 2 inches, and then the front door's not locked but closed. Unbelievable. You know, like I said, I can see you leave. I've left a light on before. I know I have. It happens, you know. But come on.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think those tires got a little debris on them now. But yeah, no, you know, and things like that need to be said. People need to realize what we deal with in our industry. I mean, you know, and the reason it's not just the fact that it happened. People don't understand that, you know, that could happen, you know, to any home. I mean, it doesn't usually happen.
You have a responsibility when you're the buyer's agent. You're going in there to show that house. You have a responsibility to secure the property. You're the last one in there. It's on you.
You're the professional. I mean, that's the only reason why they let you show the home to your clients is for you to be there, and that's why you're supposed to be there. I mean, you want to talk about someone not doing their job, their basic job. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's not good. Doc, how are we doing on time, man? Because I know we had to cover a lot of football today.
Let me guess. We're at 40 minutes.
You're very close, 47.
Okay.
Very close.
Okay. Well, I think,
Button her up.
Yeah, we're going to button her up because we're going to be taping again next week.
Yep.
And
go Lions, big game.
Yeah, and
Lions.
You know, I want to always try to throw a shout out to the Knot, where we tape our episodes.
The Knot, also our unofficial sponsor, Liquid Death.
Yep, exactly. Our official
sponsorship.
Our official producer, Walter Hooper of W.A. Hooper Marketing.
What up?
You know, our producer, editor, audio engineer, video engineer, ... Unfortunately, Michigan fan. But
Hail to the victors, go blue.
But to our viewers and listeners, we really, really are thankful for you. Appreciate you. In case you didn't know, we're on Spotify and where else, Mike?
YouTube, Spotify. Like us, follow us, rate us. We appreciate all your support.
Yeah. Love y'all.
Some great numbers. We appreciate it.
And until next time, guys.
Go Army. Go Lions.
Ooh. Peace.